Holding the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go! 60-yard. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, Echo!
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 15. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At their 48-yard line.
Ready. Line 9. Watch the slant. 6-6. Pull it high. Slam. Hit it.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, G. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch. Check. Press out. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Yeah, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You can't block me. Stay at home.
Now a give, right side. Gilliam. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Okay, just like that.
On 2nd down now, Gilliam, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Listen. Defense. Kill. Hey, turn it out. 36. Alert 3.
They'll run on first down. Gilliam looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. They'll try the air now with Gone. This is the tight end, Fant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Look, 180. Ric Flair. You don't want this. 49. Check 49. DC.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 14.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Louis. 58, boy, 58.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, Shell. 58, come on. Here we go. Watch the edge. Check safety. Check 52.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Check 3. Back. Ric Flair. 5. 58 to Mike. Rip right.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey already? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
70.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Chopper. Big trip.
On first down, this is Geis. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
61, matchbox sight. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
From his goal line here, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
58 Mike. I got you. Bravo.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Set, ready? 8, read. All you get is a headache. Hey, seam 6. There go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Got it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Now.
2nd and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. 80 weapon. Check. Get it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Off to Geis on the screen. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check three. Jim. Wide. 12. Rush in.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Goff on 3rd down. He's got Mason complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down, Dragons.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
We're good.
Now a give, right side. Gilliam. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
55 Mike, 55. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Keep it up. Hey, watch it. Shift.
They'll try the left side. Gilliam. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Gone. The quick slant caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. D.D. Westbrook. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Go.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll drop the throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's trash. That's trash. He's got to fight. He's got to double up.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Hey, exit. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Tighten up.
Blue draw corkers.
Sled.
Let's go.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This is Breeden. And able able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 24, check 24. Check 4, check 4. Check, 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 check.
They run again with Breida. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Here we go. 180. All day, every day, any day. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Move, move. Value 3, value 3. Under 10, 10. Check the hot read. Check, 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 check.
Now it's Breida. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check, check. Lucky. Average wall. Out, 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 out. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Target, 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 target. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's go. Go, ground. Ground. Ground.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come on, hit it.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Kill, 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 kill. Check 9, check 9. Shift. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Protein spill.
Check 31, check 31.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Mike 9, Mike 9.
General West.
Know your job.
Deep grip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Set up. 30 base.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Switch it. Switch
61. Matchbox light 5.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
On the set.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Philip Dorsett with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hold on. He's checking. Crash.
Pilot 64. Weak.
12. Slam. Switch. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gilliam. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
20. Mike, 58, right there.
Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Matt Weil now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Martin, the return. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
X3. 218. Chopper.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. 2nd and 14. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brings us 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? 18, Gator. Blue draw quarters.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the ground, Geis, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Darius Geis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Greystone travel.
Switch gears. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gilliam. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
58, come on. 58, right over there.
Now Goff. Open man is Westbrook, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. A shotgun snap for Goff, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Let's go one more. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
61, matchbox lights. They go.
Back to throw here. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
3 for 1. Check 26, check 26. Watch the
They run with Breida. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
14. 14.
Check 37, check 30.
Hey, kill.
Check 3. Back.
On 2nd down, Gilliam. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
180.
Switch. DC. Hey, 76. 76. 76.
Right there.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
Goff. The open man is Westbrook. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Show it up.
Watch out.
They run forward with Breida, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant. Smoke. No. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 43. 4 down. Tiger. Jim. Why? Get wide. Touch.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Hey, Shell. Obama.
Now it's gone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Gilliam And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge, you know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Gilliam. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there